Hello everyone. Have we ever wondered how Facebook, banks, cloud companies, and huge enterprise applications stay online even when millions of users connect with the same time? What happens if one server crashes? How does traffic automatically move to another server without users noticing anything? Today, I'm gonna show you the technology behind it, which is the powerful F5 Big IP load balancer. Welcome back to this channel, which is your channel for networking, cybersecurity, AI, and new technology trends. If you're preparing for networking jobs, working in data centers, or learning enterprise technologies like Cisco CI, F5, Fortinet, and cloud networking, this channel is for you. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as well as turn on the notification bell, because more advanced networking tutorials are coming. So, in this video, we will learn what F5 Big IP is, what virtual IP, pool, and nodes mean, how traffic flows through the load balancer, different load balancing methods, and finally, basic configuration concepts used in real enterprise environments. So, don't worry if you are completely new. I'll explain everything visually and step by step. Alright, let's begin with the first important question. What exactly a 5 big IP mean? Okay, think of it like a smart traffic police officer standing in front of multiple servers. And instead of all users hitting one server and crashing it, F5 integrally distributes the traffic across many servers. So the other name of F5 Big IP is that Application Delivery Controller, or ADC. The other functionality of F5 Big IP is that it balances traffic across multiple servers. Then it improves availability and performance because it balances the traffic across different servers. So this ensures that security and traffic optimization. Okay, so when it came to the component of this F5 Big IP, we should have to understand about virtual IPs, then pool, then nodes. So these are the three basic components of F5 Big IP. So when you come to the first one, it's F5 Big IP's main component that's known as virtual IP, or VIP. It's the public facing virtual IP address, which mainly communicates with the external part of the network, which is directly connected to the ISPs or the external organs. And when it came to the second most component, which is known as pool, it's a group of backend servers. So the backend servers are known as, they are nodes. So nodes are actual servers handling requests. So here nodes are nothing but they are servers like application server, web server, and there are some database servers. So these database or application or web servers are going to be grouped to be named for pool. And then when it came to pool, the only thing that differentiates this pool from node is that pool has service port through which these nodes communicate with the external environment, so that pool consists of the node address or server address and its service port, and then this VIP communicates with the external public environment through virtual IP address. So as you can see here, here the yellow buttons depicts that here are the backend servers like application server, database server, or maybe web server. And here we see pool, which consists of the server address as well as as well as the service port. So through this VIP or virtual IPs gather the information from server via pool, then it broadcasts the information to the external public environment. So here's the flow. So VIP requests the service to pool, and then pool access the servers through the service port from the nodes, and then node or servers reply to the pool and then VIP. What the logic here is that, as you can see, for a single service, there are three different, maybe three different or four or many servers are here. So the load should be what? Shared. So the load balancer does this task. So it shares all the overheads or the traffics for these different nodes. So whenever the node or the server is healthy, or whenever it's not occupied or whenever it's not running, then the service should be requesting to the healthiest server available. So how traffic flows? Let's see. So client sends request to VIP, as we saw on the previous slide. Then BIGIP checks health monitor status, whether the server is working or busy or not, or shut down or not. Then traffic is forwarded to an available node, which is currently not occupied. Then a server responds back to the BIGIP, and then it works that way. Then here are the load balancing methods. The first one is round robin. It works in a preemptive way, as you know. So the second one is least connection. This works in through the least connection, or the server which has less connection, or the server which has less available connection should be picked first. Then the third load balancing method is that ratio or weight distribution. So if there exists many servers, so their weight should be distributed, and so depending on that weight, the service is assigned. And then the first one is the fastest response method. This also needs a further discussion, and we will come with next slide, next tutorial. And then some advanced features are also there for BIGIP load balancer. The first one is SSL offloading. The second one is web application firewall, or the so-called WAF, which is specially used for security purpose. Then high availability. So this will be discussed on coming tutorials. And the final feature, which is the most attractive one, is that traffic analytics, which mainly work with the traffic behavior. And then when it came to the basic configuration steps, the first one is configure backend nodes, which are nodes, and then create pool and pool members, and then configure health monitor for both nodes as well as for pools, and then create virtual servers or VIP, and then test traffic and monitor status. Hereafter, we will go with detailed configuration step and learn one by one. So stick with me and just follow and subscribe my channel and comment anything you need, anything to be included on coming tutorials. Thank you for watching. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.